Hello students, this is Poonam Rana, your biology teachers. Hope you all are well, okay, and are ready for the new session. Let's start for new session. This is your biology book for this session, okay. So get this book as early as soon as possible. Here are 7 chapters for this session, okay. First chapter is tissue, second kingdom classification, third photosynthesis, fourth respiration, fifth excretory system, sixth nervous system, and seven allergy. This is the this is the first chapter and the name of the chapter is tissue. Okay. To understand the whole chapter, first of all, we will understand some terms of the chapter. These are the new words of the chapters. Okay. First of all, we will understand these new words to understand the whole chapter. Okay. The first new word is tissue. So what is tissue? A group of similar cells that perform a common function and have a common origin is called a tissue. Means the group of cells that have common function and common origin is called tissue. Okay. Second one is meristematic tissue. Meristematic tissue is the plant tissue that is composed of similar cells which have capacity to divide. Okay. This is the main character of the meristematic tissue, that they can divide and form new cells. Okay. Next is permanent tissue. So what are permanent tissues? As the name show, permanent. So they are derived from the meristematic tissue and comprising of non-dividing cells. Means they don't have capacity to divide. Next are vascular tissues. Vascular tissues are the conducting tissues and responsible for the transport of water and minerals to the plant parts. Okay. Next are connective tissue. So connective tissue means the tissues that connect the tissues to another tissues and organs to another organ, means their main function is to connect. ठीक है. So these are the supporting and binding tissue and connect different tissue or organ of the body and form a packing material around them. Okay. Next is bone. So what are bone? Bone are the rigid skeletal connective tissue which form the framework of the body and protect vital organs, means the internal organs of the body. Next is cartilage. So cartilage are also the connective tissue which provide flexibility to soft tissues. Okay. Next are ligament. Ligament are also connective tissue that connect to bones. Okay. Means ligament connect to bones. Now is tendon. Tendon are also connective tissue that connect muscles to the bone. Means the tissues that connect muscles to bone are called tendon. Okay. Next is involuntary muscles. So these are the muscle tissues. These are the muscle tissues, the smooth and cardiac muscles which cannot work at a will. Means they don't work according to our will. They work automatically. Next are voluntary muscles. Voluntary muscles The skeletal muscles which works at our will, according to our will. Okay, like our face muscles, our limbs, hands. Okay, these muscles work according to our will. Next are adipose tissue. So adipose tissues are that tissues that store fat in our body. Okay. Next are nervous tissues. So nervous tissues are present in our brain and spinal cord, which receives and send signals in our body. So these tissues are present in our brain and spinal cord. Next are muscular tissues. So those tissues which contain contractile protein and cause either push or pull action in our body. So that type of tissues are called muscular tissues. And next are the epidermal tissues. Epidermal tissues are the tissues which is in the form of continuous layer and there are no intercellular spaces present in them. ठीक है? Okay, now last is histology. So histology, the study of tissue is called histology. So these are the new words of the chapter. Now we will understand the chapter, means the tissue, the type of tissues, their function, all that. Okay. Okay. Tissues are of mainly two types, plant tissues and animal tissues. Okay. First of all, we will discuss here about the plant tissues. Clear? Okay. So plant tissues are basically are of two types, meristematic tissues and permanent tissues. So meristematic tissues are the divisible tissues, means they have capability to divide and capability to division, means they can form new cells. Okay. And permanent tissues, these are the indivisible tissues, means they don't have capacity to divide. Meristematic tissues are again subdivided into three parts according to their location in plant parts. These are apical, intercellary and lateral. Okay, these are the three subtypes of meristematic tissue. And permanent tissues, these are also subdivided into two parts, simple and complex permanent tissues. Okay, simple permanent tissues are again simple permanent tissues again subdivided into three parts, parenchyma, collenchyma and sclerenchyma. And complex permanent tissues are also subdivided into two parts, xylem and phloem. Okay, so these are mainly the types of plant tissues. Okay, let's discuss about these tissues in detail. First of all, we will discuss about the meristematic plant tissues. Okay, meristematic plant tissues. Okay, so as I already told you that meristematic plant tissues are that tissues which have capacity to divide. These are these tissues contains thin walled, undifferentiated and actively dividing cells, which are found in those zones of plant where growth can take place. Means these are found in the growing parts of the plant. Meristematic cells give rise to various organs of the plant and keep the plant growing. Means they have a great role in the growth of plant. Okay, now we will talk about the nature of meristematic plant tissues. So what is the nature of meristematic plant tissues? Cells of meristematic divide continuously and help in increasing the length and width of the plant. Means due to the continuous division, they help in increasing the length of the plant and width of the plant. Okay. Meristematic tissue show the following characteristics. Here are the main characters of the meristematic tissues. Okay, let's talk about them. The cells of meristematic tissue are similar in structures. Clear? The cells of meristematic tissues are similar, means same in structure and have thin cell wall of cellulose, means they are similar in structure and also have cell wall made up of cellulose. Okay, second characteristic is the meristematic cells may be spherical, oval, polygonal or rectangular in shape. ठीक है, तो this is about the shape of meristematic cells. The third one is the meristematic cells are compactly arranged and do not contain any intercellular space between them. Means the cells of meristematic tissues are compactly arranged, means they are very closely arranged and don't have any intercellular space between them. There is no space between them. Okay. And the next character is each meristematic cell contains dense or abundant cytoplasm and a single large nucleus. Okay. So it was about the characteristic of meristematic plant tissue. Okay, now let's talk about their location, means where are meristematic plant tissues are present. Okay, so let's talk about their location. Meristematic tissues are growth tissue and are found in growing region of the plant. Okay, these are found in the growing region of the plant where growth takes place. Okay, in that part of the plant. According to their position in the plant, meristematics are of three types. Means in which part, yeah, where are, in which part of the plant they are present. On the base of their location, meristematics tissues are of three types. What three types? Apical, lateral and intercellary. These are the three types of meristematic plant tissue based on their location. Okay. Okay, here we will talk about these three types of meristematic tissue. Okay. Okay, first is apical meristematic tissues. So apical meristematic tissue, these are situated at the growing tip. These tissues are present at the growing tip of roots, stems and branches. Okay. So okay, now lateral meristem. These are found between the bark and wood of trees where it lead to the increase in thickness or width of stem. So these are present in that part of plant. Okay, where due to which grit of the plant increase. Okay, they increase in thickness. And third, intercellary meristem. So these tissues are basically are located at the base of leaves or internode. Okay, stem of grasses, like stem of grasses, and also above or below the nodes, example mint, and they help the organ to grow in length. Okay, so these are the three types of meristematic tissue based on their location. Okay, now we will talk about the function of meristematic tissue. Okay, so what are their function? Okay, let's talk about the function of meristematic tissue. So these tissue act as a parent tissue. Okay, these tissue act as a parent tissue from which other tissue develop. So these act as a parent tissue from which other tissue develop. And their second function is the tissue takes part in growth by formation of new cells. Okay, so the tissue form new cells and so that they take part in the growth of plant. Okay, third function is with the help of meristem, plant continue to produce new leaves, branches of stem and root, flower, fruit, etc. So basically these are the tissues which are responsible for growth, formation of new cells, formation of new organs of the plant, and also healing the wound of the plant. Okay, so that's all about the meristematic plant tissues. Okay, so that's all for today class. In our next class we will discuss about the permanent plant tissues. Okay, so I hope you all understand this topic very nicely, very clearly. Okay, so uh, thanks a lot, thank you so much, and have a great day.